Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video of me enjoying Kenya. It was very interesting being out there because it was like COVID didn't exist until 10 p.m., which is when they had curfew, and everyone's basically started running home and driving crazy. And I was in my Uber and I see a lot of traffic, and I was thinking, wow, I mean, COVID didn't exist for a whole day until 10 p.m., which is very interesting. So, yeah, it was just a very, very interesting trip. But in regards to trade of the week, so for me personally, coming back from Kenya and actually just seeing the market basically on Thursday, it was I entered GBP USD for a buy. Okay, when I print screened it, it was here on my MT4, and then as the week finished, it ended up a bit higher, which we'll go into in a short while. The other trade we got into was gold as the week ended, and that was very, very, very quick buy. Okay, literally done about 250 pips in literally an hour or two, and it was beautiful. Okay, I've been looking for gold to go up for a very long time, and it finally made that quick burst before crashing down again in typical gold style. As some of you might know, yeah, I'm still holding gold since about 3 weeks ago, while simultaneously buying. Okay, this is a hedge strategy I do against myself, just to understand what's actually happening and not actually close trades too early. So I'm still holding the sell from 3 weeks ago. I've taken 80% partials, leaving 20% running, and at the same time, kind of buying just to see what happens. As you can see, where my stop loss is, I just say to myself, if it does hit that level, then I know we should be heading up long term instead of kind of just playing around in that area. So that's why I put my stop loss right there. And to this date, it still hasn't hit it. So I'll keep buying and taking profits and whatever I can in the meantime until it finally hits that stop loss. And then I'll be solidly in buys when the time is right. Okay, so in regards to our trade of the week, okay, this is the print screen I made on the 27th of Jan. Okay, I was looking for it to come into these areas here because, again, we look at our whole numbers, core points, theory, and many other factors for price to come into this area. And one or two things are going to happen. It's either going to react and reject from that area and fall down, or we're going to keep going higher. But regardless of what happens, I want to at least be in a trade when price is heading up towards that area, which is just the way we trade and just the kind of strategies that we teach. Okay, so looking at this trade, it had all the characteristics of everything that we wanted. Okay, you took out the previous low. Okay, liquidity zones have run, good timing. We look at the time of everything, and it was just too perfect. Okay, I'll give this trade a 9 out of 10 for a setup for the setup basis. So TP1 is just to take out the previous high, okay, or mitigate out that specific candle in here, or come into our zone and then see if we could drop from that area. But at the same time, we also know it could keep going higher. But regardless, we want to buy into the area if we can. So as you can see and have seen, it came into this area right here. It didn't quite take out this high that I wanted, but still a very nice 140 pip move. Okay, not bad at all. And moving into this new week, I won't be surprised if we do finally hit our target. And if we look at seasonality, then maybe we can actually start dropping GBP USD until March/ mid-March. We'll see. Okay, based on seasonality, we just want to see if that's going to play out or not. So we've marked it up. So you can see I've put a line on 31st, going to February the 1st. And then I want to see what price does in and around that area of the other side of my vertical line. So that was my trade of the week personally. Okay, as I've shown you already, gold was really nice. Okay, gold did its thing. Okay, but very frustrating, very, very frustrating. Okay, because it keeps on rallying up, then coming back down, then rallying up, and coming back down. And it's been doing that for some time now. Okay, I'm back into the zone that I keep on buying from, and it's getting annoying now. But next week, I do see it rallying up. Okay, I do see it rallying up into, maybe these areas. I'm looking at 1920 currently for gold to rally up into the area. We've kind of hit the zones that we want it to. Okay, it's done what we want it to, and I am liking it. So maybe we get one more dip down to the sweep, this liquidity here, come into this IPA maybe, or maybe even this, or finally even maybe get this test and then rally up into 1920, and who knows, even higher. So right now, 1920 is my target, just to take out this high over here and come into here. Maybe fill some IPA over here, fill these gaps, and who knows, maybe we could head out higher either. Okay, we could keep going up, maybe into these zones over here. So right now, like I said, 1920 is just my target for gold at the moment. Okay, so there you have it. That was literally the two trades I looked at this week, caught some buys, and I'm still looking at the long-term effects of what's been happening. And I do really like for gold at least 1920, and then maybe leading into 1944, which is my favorite number. And then with GU, we could see if we could start rallying down, kind of coinciding with seasonality, and seeing if we can actually get this big move to the downside. Okay, I'm looking at some fundamentals and all these kind of things, and some of it does point to this happening. But again, we need a dollar. We actually need a dollar to actually kind of do the opposite. And right now, the dollar is in a very confused place, and America is in a very confused place. So who knows? I would love this to happen. And if this happens, then we see a lot of trades that I have set up to actually happen the way I want them to. So I'm just curiously waiting to see how things play out. Okay, so if we look at a 3-month DXY right now, this is basically what I want for it. Okay, this is my long-term view on what I would like to see for the dollar. If it's going to happen or not, who knows? But this is what I love to see. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this will happen in about 3-4 years, who knows? And then the next 5 to 10 years somehow head up into here. But first things first, we always look at our obstacles in front of us, is what I call them. So for the dollar in the next 5-10 years, this is what I'll absolutely love to see happen. Okay, it'll be perfect. We already see everything in regards to market structure, liquidity being created, some lows here. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so thank you for joining me in this session. That'll be it for this week. And now I'm back in the UK. I'll be looking at charts more rigorously and hopefully finding very great setups to actually share with you guys in the future. And again, if you want any help, if you need any education and actually want to find out how the hell we actually do these things, then you already know where to find the content. Just look at the bio and you'll find all the information you need. So until next time, have a great trading week. Stay focused, stay safe. God bless you. Take care.